Hello YouTube and welcome to Legends Gaming. Today we're going to be bringing you our Bant control deck for our Deck Tech Wednesdays. If you like these videos, please hit that like, smash the subscribe and the notification bell, and let's get on into the deck. Okay, so for the early plays, we've got Cultivate, which allows you to search your library for 2 basic land cards, put 1 on the battlefield and 1 into your hand, allowing you to ramp up into your good stuff. Then we have Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, which, when you pay him for his 3 mana cost, he comes onto the field, you can play a land from your hand, and then he goes into your exile, and then you can escape from there for 4 mana cost, and he can do this every time he attacks. You also gain 3 life, so this could be helping you stay alive and stomp over that mono red. Which brings us to some more early plays. We're looking at Negate, running a 4 of counter target non-creature spell. Then Into the Royal, it has a kicker for a blue and a 1. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If this spell was kicked, draw a card. I don't know if you guys remember Blink of an Eye, but this is our new Blink of an Eye. Bouncing stuff and slowing your opponent is going to be everything about keeping control of your board. Which brings us to more ways you can control the board. Shatter the Sky. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, then destroy all creatures. And then Undo Inversion, destroy all non-land permanents. Ramping up to this, because we're looking at a 4 cost and an 8 cost, is going to be very crucial to stop those decks that really want to go wide. Now it brings us to the cards that are going to help us fight back. We got Joriel and Dream Trawler. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 cat creature token. And then you can pay 4 green until the end of the turn. Creatures you control have power and toughness of XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. This would be good for putting pressure back on your opponent, and they're going to try to remove Joriel really quick, or they're going to want to kill this Dream Trawler. This Dream Trawler, although it is expensive, has flying and lifelink. Whenever you draw a card, Dream Trawler gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn. Whenever Dream Trawler attacks, draw a card, allowing your Joriel to create a token. And then you can discard a card. Dream Trawler gains hexproof until the end of the turn and tap it. This will save your Dream Trawler more times than you can think. They're going to try to remove it, and if you've got a dead card in your hand, pitch it. Save Dream Trawler's life, and then you keep your lifelinker on the board. And now we got some mid-game to end-game cards here. We've got Inscription of Insight. It is blue and 3, with a kicker of 2 and 2 blue. It says choose 1. If this spell was kicked, choose any number. But this could be a mid-game bounce spell. You can scry 2 and then draw 2 cards, and then triggering Joriel to create some more cat tokens, and also triggering Dream Trawler to get another +1 for the lifelink. Then the last one says target player creates an XX blue illusion creature token, where X is the number of cards in hand. Just like Joriel, this is going to create you a nice little blocker to get the pressure off of you a little bit. Then we have Turn Timber Symbiosis. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may choose a creature card from among them and put it onto the battlefield. If that card has a converted mana cost of 3 or less, it enters the battlefield with additional +1/+1 counters on it. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. We're running a 3 of this one, because this could be good for getting the bigger creatures you need out on the battlefield, aka Dream Trawler. There's not a lot of low mana creatures in this deck, but this would be a good to keep the pressure off you and control more of the board. If you're drawing and creating more creatures, this is going to help you with those wide decks yet again. And now to the big stuff. Good old Sharknado, or Shark Typhoon. It's always going to be Sharknado. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, an XX blue shark creature token with flying, where X is the converted mana cost of the spell you cast. Or you could cycle this card and create a token just to have a good blocker and to be able to cycle through your deck just a little bit more. This would be a great win con for casting those big spells at the end of the game. And then you can have flying sharks to smash your opponent in the face. Now let's talk about the Planeswalkers that are going to make all of this possible. We have Jace the Mirror Mage, a good 3-drop early play Planeswalker with a kicker. If you have the ability to kick it, he creates a copy of himself as a token. So then you have 2 Jaces, and his +1 is going to be the most beneficial effect he has. You're going to be able to scry 2. If you've kicked this, then you're scrying 4 every turn, able to cycle through your cards and your deck to get what you need out. He does have a 0, which is draw a card and reveal it, and then he loses loyalty counters based on its converted mana cost. This could inadvertently kill Jace, so you want to be really careful when using this effect. But Ugin the Spirit Dragon, if you haven't seen him yet, you haven't been playing Magic, this card is a real pain. His +2 is he deals 3 damage to any target. His -X, you can destroy all things on board, all non-land permanents on board, whatever you pay the X. So it could be X4, killing all things with converted mana cost of 4 or less. Then his -10 is you gain 7 life, you draw 7 cards, and you put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. It is really hard to get Ugin this high, but Ugin is very powerful and stopping people from doing damage or anything to him. Your biggest threat is going to be Mono Black, which has Planeswalker kills. Murderous Rider still exists. But more times than not, you're going to see a scoop as soon as Ugin hits the board if you're playing on Arena. Playing best of 3, they may play it out and have a way to take care of Ugin, but most people do not, and he is the worst card in the standard meta right now. Okay, let's talk about the mana base you're going to need to play this deck. So we're running 2 plains, 2 forests, and 6 islands. These are going to be your basic lands you can search up for with Cultivate. Then it's going to bring us to our Branch Loft Pathway and flip in the other side for your white mana, or Fabled Passage, which allows you to search your library for a basic land. If it's your 4th mana, you can play untapped, but if it's 3 or less, then it's going to come into play tapped. And then last but not least, we have our 3 of each triomes. We've got the Forest Island Mountain and the Island Mountain Plains. We are running a 3-color deck, so having the ability to have those lands or cycle them if you need to draw for a quick play is going to be very crucial for this deck. Well, there it is, guys. Tell me what you think. Build this deck and show me some gameplay. We do have a Discord coming out. We've got a giveaway coming out in October. We're going to be giving away a nice Dragon Ball statue. It is all based on likes, subscribes, and comments to our videos, so we can help keep up with that. We will showcase at the 1st of October the statue that we will be giving away at the end of October. And it's free. All you have to do is hit like, subscribe, comment on our videos from here on out. If you'd like to see deck techs like this, or if you would like to see some more Arena gameplay, let me know down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon.